Hi, this is William from Sunaca Thinkspace, Tools for Your Mind and Heart. Today's question comes from Dan B. He writes, what do you think is the most important skill in sales? Okay, easy question. Not an easy answer though. I mean, you have to go through all the different steps in the sales process. But for me, it's all about getting the money in, isn't it? I mean, you want the money in the bank. So the follow-up process, the fine art of following up with your customer until they pay. As they say in Jerry Maguire, show me the money. That's the key. So how can you do that? Well, I used to work for what Brian Tracy calls the world's #1 coach for setting and achieving goals. And he was a master salesman at selling his coaching program. But what he would do is he would always answer any objection for non-payment with the same phrase. And I want you to remember this phrase. That phrase is, no problem. It didn't matter what answer he got, everything was no problem. So here are the steps. First, you got to do a great job with the sales process. I mean, you've got to really listen, understand the customer, understand the need. Present your product in a way that really shows you understand the need. And you've got to close, of course. Now, the key step here is to future pace the payment. What do I mean by that? Well, for example, when I sell my coaching program, I will tell the person what's going to happen next. Look, I'm going to send you a proposal in the mail. And in the subject line, it will have the subject, payment for your coaching. When you read through that, you'll see that you'll have your 3 SMART goals there. And you'll also see some rules for the coaching. If everything is in agreement with you, you choose the payment package, press pay on PayPal or with your credit card or whatever device you want to use, and then we'll start your coaching. Everything sound good? Any questions? Great. Now, why did I do that? What I'm doing is I'm future pacing them. I'm getting them to envision the payment of their course. Basically, I'm walking them through the payment process. That's step 1. Very important. Step 2, get a public commitment from them. Make them say, yes, by this Wednesday, 5 p.m. business time, I will make payment for my course. Why is that important? Because people don't like to go against their public commitments. When somebody has publicly committed to taking an action, there's a strong internal pressure on them to follow through. If you can get that commitment from them, you're halfway there to getting the money in the bank. But now, following up, right? Follow up. So you want to be able to say to them, listen, I want to make sure that you are going to make payment by Wednesday, 5 p.m. because it's very important that we get started with your coaching right away. Now, what does that mean? You heard a little word in there. It's called because. So step 3 is using the because frame. There's a very famous piece by Cialdini about, it's the great influence expert. And Cialdini says that he ran an experiment where instead of getting the person to go to the front of the line for the photocopier and asking whether they can butt in line, they just inserted one simple word. I need to make a photocopy because I need to make a copy. Simple as that. And that radically increases the number of times the person in front let them butt into the line and do a photocopy. Just one little word, because. We are programmed to respond to the word because. So use a because frame. Say, I need to make sure you get payment done by Wednesday because we can't start your coaching sessions until I receive the deposit. Whatever the reason is, make sure you use a because. Now, then step 4 is, of course, following up if they haven't made the payment. Wednesday comes, they haven't paid. Thursday, you have to give them a call. Hey, I was expecting payment on Wednesday. I was just wondering, were you able to get that payment over to me? Oh, no, I wasn't. And they'll come up with all sorts of excuses. I was away on business, or, oh, I just forgot. Or, you know what, my credit card wasn't working properly. That's okay. Here's the thing that's important. You have to realize that some people will pay on time, and other people, they won't pay on time. Not everybody's the same. There are some people you have to follow up with them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 7 times for them to pay. That's okay. It's all part of the process. It's the art of following up. So what's the response to them? Step 5 is no problem. No problem. Step 6 then is get another public commitment. Now, that's no problem, but when do you think you can pay by? Oh, I can pay by the weekend for sure. Oh, really? Fantastic. Look, I'll look for your payment on the weekend then. I really look forward to coaching you. That's it. Weekend comes, they haven't paid. What's the step? No problem. Just checking in with you. I didn't see any payment in my account on the weekend. Were you able to make payment? Oh no, excuse. Hey, no problem. When do you think you can make payment? That's the process. It's a follow-up process. Sales is all about getting the money in the bank. It's about showing me the money. And you have to be patient and realize that you need to follow up. So everything is no problem. Hope that helps. That's it for this week. Now, you know how to use your brain. I want you to go for it. That's Tools for the Mind and Heart from Sunaca Thinkspace. We'll see you next time.